Furler from the Sunshine Coast, Queensland, Australia. And welcome to Church on the Beach. Glad you've joined us. We're going to continue on today with hearing the voice of God. In Psalm 108, David has a song of praise. My heart is steadfast, O God. I will sing and make music with all my soul. Awake harp and lyre, I will waken the dawn. I will praise you, O Lord, among the nations. I will sing of you among the peoples. For great is your love, higher than the heavens. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. Be exalted, O God, above the heavens, and let your glory be over all the earth. Save us and help us with your right hand, that those you love may be delivered. God has spoken. In his holiness I will rejoice. Isn't it so exciting when we have ears to hear the voice of God and he is speaking to us? Our heart begins to rejoice. And his quickened word gives new purpose and plans for our lives. I feel sorry for people who worship dumb idols. These idols, they have eyes but they cannot see. They have ears, they don't hear. Having a mouth, they don't speak. But our God, he's alive. He's got eyes and he sees us. Ears, he hears us. And a mouth, he speaks to us. Hope you enjoy some of our native birds here today. Yes, God speaks, sometimes with a loud voice in the thunder and the lightning, other times with a still small voice into our hearts. Creation itself is speaking to us day after day. It's uttering speech. That's why I love to come down the beach and see the sunrise and declare the glory of God. Yes, God can speak to us through nature itself. Why Jesus said, go and look at the birds. Circumstances can speak to us. In the book of Numbers, chapter 22 and verse 28, God used a donkey to speak to Balaam. God has often used my wife to speak to me. So I'm sure that God can use your wife, your husband, to speak to you. Even your children can speak to you. Yes, God can use the children to speak to you. Many times I've listened to preachers and the word they've spoken has spoken to my heart. Often reading the word of God, it speaks to me. God spoke to Solomon in a dream. God still speaks in dreams. He speaks also with angels. People can speak into our heart through personal prophecy. I often say to people, if the word really sticks with you, you should think about it. Remember when Jesus came to the house of two sisters, Mary and Martha. You can read about it in Luke 10. Martha was so busy with much serving and became very anxious because Jesus had come to their house. But Mary sat down at Jesus' feet and heard what he had to say. Jesus said that Mary had chosen the good part which would not be taken away from her. That's right, when Jesus speaks to us, his word is alive and active, and it will not be taken away from us. And even as the years go by, that promise of God is still there. I've been reminding God of some of the promises he put in my heart over 20 years ago. God is not forgetful, but sometimes we forget. I'm sure today that God has given you so many rich promises for your life. But often we need to revive the promises that he has given and remind God of them. And believe God, who is faithful and well able to bring them all to pass. So if you believe that today, why don't you rise up, shake the dust off, and enter into the plans that God has for you. Don't be like one of our bush turkeys, but rise up on eagle's wings. For God has promises, plans and purpose for your life. Have a great week and God really bless you.